You're listening to Cyber 94 Podcast. If you want to break into cybersecurity with real-life experience, go to cyber94.com.
Chloe, tonight's story is a true cybersecurity nightmare.
Okay.
But it's one that comes wrapped in, high fashion. Imagine the customer lists of brands like Gucci, Balenciaga, Alexander McQueen.
Wow.
Now imagine them in the hands of a notorious hacking group.
You don't have to imagine it, Ben.
Right?
Because it happened. The parent company for these brands, the luxury giant Kering, confirmed they were hit. Cyber criminals have stolen the private data of potentially millions of the world's most affluent shoppers.
And Kering's official statement immediately went into damage control.
Right.
They were very specific, saying no financial data was compromised, no credit card numbers, no bank accounts.
Okay.
They wanted to make it sound like the damage was contained.
On the surface, maybe that sounds like a relief.
Yeah.
But the reality is much more sinister. The hackers, a ransom-seeking group known as ShinyHunters, got away with a treasure trove of personal details.
Oh, no.
Full names, phone numbers, and email addresses.
And that combination is the perfect starter kit for social engineering.
Exactly.
Think about it. ShinyHunters can now craft incredibly convincing spear-phishing emails. An email arrives in your inbox looking exactly like it's from Balenciaga, addressing you by your full name. It feels personal. It feels legitimate.
Right.
You're so much more likely to click that malicious link or download that compromised attachment.
Exactly. They're preying on that established trust. But Ben, there's a piece of information that was leaked that Kering conveniently left out of their press release.
Oh.
And this is where the story moves from a simple data breach to something far more terrifying.
This is the detail that sends a shiver down your spine.
Yeah.
The BBC got a look at some of the data samples that ShinyHunters posted on Telegram to prove their hack. And those samples didn't just show names and emails.
What else?
They showed customer spending habits.
And the numbers are staggering.
Right.
In one instance, they had a record of one single customer spending $86,000. Let that sink in.
Wow.
A criminal syndicate now knows your name, your contact information, and a very precise measure of your wealth.
The threat model just changed completely.
Completely.
So you're no longer just at risk of a phishing scam. You are now a prime target for extortion, for blackmail, for highly personalized, high-stakes fraud.
Exactly.
They can use that spending information to intimidate you.
It's deeply personal and incredibly dangerous. And what makes it worse is the conflicting timeline. Kering's statement says they discovered the breach in June and acted promptly. But when the BBC spoke to ShinyHunters, the hackers claimed they first gained access way back in April.
That's a 2-month discrepancy.
Yeah.
A 2-month window where a hacking group was potentially roaming undetected through the systems of one of the world's biggest luxury conglomerates.
It makes you seriously question their definition of prompt. And as the article points out, this isn't an isolated event.
No.
It's part of a disturbing trend. We've seen similar attacks on Louis Vuitton, on Harrods, even the massive cyber attack that shut down production at Jaguar Land Rover.
Wow.
It feels like no one is safe, no matter how prestigious the brand.
It proves that in today's world, data is the most valuable asset.
Absolutely.
For these luxury brands, the promise of exclusivity and protection is part of the appeal. A breach like this shatters that illusion completely.
Right.
It shows that your personal information might be the hidden cost of that designer handbag.
Now, here's a question we'd like you to think about. If a company loses your personal data, but not your financial details,
Right.
how much responsibility do they still bear for the sophisticated scams that criminals can now target you with?